Hello and a warm welcome this afternoon to your one-stop entertainment spot on the SABC News channel. This, of course, is Trendz, and my name is Refuel Wemwilwa. So yeah, I'm glad you could join me here today. It's been a very busy week in entertainment and showbiz. I mean, last week I had the cast, well, the leading lady in Doris' piece here, and my, oh my, fantastic South African film. Go out and see it, and it'll also be part of the BRICS Film Festival coming up with other great South African films in the world of music. The long-awaited album by Frank Ocean is also out, making waves for all the right and some wrong reasons as well. But congratulations, it's a stellar piece of work. But yeah, let's get into it. We have a lot here today, some interesting and fascinating guests. And our first story is coming out of Egypt, where a young fashion-savvy Egyptian is creating a stir online with his street-style looks. Now, this lady is increasing the number of Egyptian men challenging the traditional view of masculinity in society by using social media to share their hip and stylish looks. Let's take a look.
Fashion enthusiastic Hegazi is not only turning heads in the social media platforms with his street-style fashion, but also in the streets of Cairo. Posing in the Egyptian city street is all in a day's work for this young artist. He is part of a trend known as Famous People. Together with a group of other young men, they snap their looks and share them with their thousands of followers on social media.
All those who are part of the Famous People youth culture don't have any specific talent. Most of us don't have a career, but we are well-known people. We have many followers. I don't consider what we do as a career. I am not a singer or an actor. I'm not presenting you with any products or merchandise. Nonetheless, up to 170 to 200,000 people end up looking at my post daily. For me, this is a huge thing. Not anyone can achieve that.
With the streets of Cairo as his catwalk, Hegazi and his fellow style-conscious Instagrammers are challenging the view of masculinity in society.
I don't consider this a bad thing. On the contrary, I think it's way better than investing in drugs or any other illegal activity that may be harmful. You can invest time in this. It's something that will keep you busy. It's something you can spend your spare time doing.
Style-conscious Hegazi doesn't have a fashion background. He is currently a business student and spends his time investing in his clothing, sourcing his garments from local stores. He's been posting online for more than 2 years now.
People think that they have to be just like their parents. Same goes for girls today. People look at girls and think they dress inappropriately. They don't think that fashion has changed or that the way we dress has changed. They used to wear short skirts in the 70s. People don't think it was inappropriate back then.
He views his street-style success as a hobby and hopes to inspire more young Egyptians to tap into their individuality and creativity.
And now let's take a look at all your local and international entertainment news that have made headlines this week.
Durban-based female DJ Sindo is getting ready to fly the Southern African flag high. She has been nominated in the Africa Music Magazine Awards under the category dominated by male contenders. Better known as Sindiswa Zungu, DJ Sindo will be contesting the title against Angolan DJ La Bastille, Uganda DJ Shiru, Tanzanian DJ D Omi, Nigerian DJ Spinal, Kenyan DJ Joe Mfalme, and DJ Neptune of Nigeria. Other South African musicians who have made the list include aka Black Coffee, DJ Bongs, Casper Nyovest, and MT, who have all been nominated for Best Male in Southern Africa. The awards will be held on October 15th in Dallas, Texas. Johannesburg is getting ready to host one of the biggest music awards come 22nd October 2016. The MTV African Music Awards, known as the Mamas, have found a new home in the City of Gold. The news was revealed this past week.
It's the big announcement. It's the Big Mama, which is going to be hosted in the beautiful city of Gold.
These annual awards are a celebration of African and international talent and achievements. They also recognize and reward musicians and achievers who have made the most impact on African music and youth culture over the previous year. The ceremony will feature performances from African and international artists. The nominations for the awards will be revealed next month. A plaque honoring artist David Bowie was unveiled on the building in Berlin where he lived between 1976 and 1978. Bowie, who died earlier this year, spent 2 productive years in the Cold War era Berlin, working with Brian Eno from Roxy Music to produce some of his least commercial and most ambitious music. Unveiling the plaque, Berlin Mayor Michael Müller said he was pleased to honor an outstanding artist and exceptional person. During his time in German capital, Bowie recorded albums Low, Heroes and Lodger. These became known as the Berlin Trilogy. Bowie died on January 10th, aged 69, after a secret battle with cancer.
Now, from the 1st of September, the Visual Arts Network of South Africa and the Contemporary Art Development Trust have teamed up again to give Johannesburg a splash of colour by opening the city's art spaces to all art lovers. Art Week Joburg is a week-long celebration of the contemporary arts, and I'm here now joined by Taryn McKay to unpack what it's all about. Welcome to the show, Taryn.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic to have you here. Let's talk about this week that will just be filled with arts, with creativity, happening at a great space as well. Tell us more.
All right, so the general idea with Art Week is to awaken the minds of all sorts of people in Joburg to the fact that there are all these art experiences that are open and available to the public. So what we do is we try and consolidate the most important art activities happening around the city into various hubs and spread information about what's happening in these galleries. We also try and facilitate access to the spaces by providing shuttling facilities between various facilities. That's the main idea.
And this is the 3rd year that Art Week Joburg happens.
Correct.
And I mean, over the years, what has been the feedback? What have been, the good, the bad that you've taken away and brought to this particular year to say we know we can actually improve on what's been done before?
So predominantly what we have been able to do is we've been able to let people know that the idea around Art Week is not necessarily to create special programming for the event, but what it is to keep, to just make people more aware of your existing programming. So what we try to do is not put in additional pressure on side art spaces, except to instead what we attempt to do is to add additional capacity to make people aware of the exciting work that is happening in these spaces, and that people, for various reasons, don't necessarily feel themselves as those spaces. They don't see them as accessible, or they aren't aware of what's going on there. So that's generally, I think, the big change.
All right.
Yeah.
And in terms of venues, you talk about the fact that there's transport to and from. Let's talk about where some of these exhibitions and discussions are going to take place as well.
Okay. So Art Week is divided. It's 7 days. It's a 7-day program, and as I say, we tend to cluster the events in hubs. The 1st of September is on a Thursday, and that Thursday we are organizing in partnership with First Thursdays. So that happens in Rosebank, Braamfontein and Newtown.
Yeah.
And those are all the various art galleries or organizations or spaces, collectives around there.
Right.
And those all of that's been consolidated into the program.
Yeah.
And then the second day is exciting, which is our opening party, which is a free party, and the image that you see on the screen that's just gone.
There's so much happening next weekend. It's absolutely crazy. I think artists and creatives are going to have such a hard time deciding what do I do, where do I go? There's only one me, and oh my gosh. Tell us about who are you looking forward to seeing works from this year?
Okay. What I was going to say is about the opening party that we have. We're bringing in a hip-hop duo from Ghana, whose name is an acronym, so I'm not swearing. Their name is they're called Fucking Boys.
Yeah, I know.
And so they're an amazing, interesting, dynamic hip-hop duo from Ghana. Yeah. And that's part of the ethos behind Art Week, is about building a pan-African art, contemporary art conversation.
As it should be. I think in all spaces now, the push is really to just fuse all the creativity that's coming out from the continent as a whole, because there's so many similarities whilst there are, differences, but really, when it all blends together, it just becomes one bigger and, just more amazing kind of work.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, and who else will be on the lineup for the opening party?
Nikki B, who is one of South Africa's most celebrated and loved musical DJs, especially with regards to world music.
Right.
So that's
fantastic.
Yeah.
Social media, where can people get to know? So is are there ticket prices to go in, admission?
Well,
social media handles. Where can people get all the information?
Okay, so most of the programming is free, but as we've mentioned, we consolidate existing programming. So where people do have prices, we obviously don't impact on that, but I'd say 95% of the Art Week programming is free. All of the booklets are available. We have these booklets which are available at all of the participating venues.
Okay.
And then we have a website, which is www.artweekjoburg.co.za.
Okay.
You can download this program.
Fantastic.
Our handle is #AWJ Art Week Joburg 2016.
Fantastic.
So that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
And will it go to other provinces, by the way?
The intention is from Cape Town, it moved to Joburg. The intention is to build an art week in Durban. The idea is to build it organically from the art spaces in Durban rather than imposing the concept upon them. So it's been in the build-up for the last 2 years. So I suppose we're nurturing that relationship as opposed to insisting on it happening immediately.
Okay, fantastic.
So, yeah.
Great stuff. Taryn, thank you so very much. I'm sure, art enthusiasts and even people who just are open to looking and, finding out what is buzzing in the art world and what's trendy, even if it's not, because art is a very timeless kind of, passion, I guess. So thank you so very much for coming. And that's Joburg Art Week happening from the 1st until the 7th of September.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now stay tuned. Trendz is back after the break with a whole lot more. Hello and welcome back. You're still watching Trendz. South African actress Mishka Pathipal has been making all the right moves as she transitions from the small screen to the silver screen effortlessly. We can't wait to see her in her upcoming film. It's called Keeping Up with the Kandasamis. I assume a little bit like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it's set to release next year. Have a look.
So, hey guys, we're about to say hello and go into the apartment of up-and-coming actress Mishka Pathipal. So, let's say hello. Hey Mishka! Hi! I'm Nadia.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Come in.
And falling in love. But in our innocent...
When it comes to primetime television and the South African film industry, Mishka Pathipal is fast becoming a name and face you won't forget. This talented actress is passionate about her craft and has been making her mark in the City of Gold since she moved up 2 years ago. We visited the green-eyed beauty at her home in Randburg.
I actually knew from a very, very young age that I wanted to be an actress. I did drama in high school and I wanted to study acting as soon as I matriculated. But my dad was like, no, you don't need a degree to be an actress. So I actually did 1 year of law, and then I was so unhappy and my parents could see it. So then they're like, okay, just study drama. And then that's what I did. I went on and I studied drama, and then as soon as I got my degree, I moved to Joburg. But I got my first acting job in 2009, I think. Yeah, it was like this very small indie music video.
You're acting kind of weird, Lilo. Did you dream about me or something?
Partipal plays the role of Vanya in the popular soapy Skim Sam and has just landed a leading role in the much-anticipated film Keeping Up with the Kandasamis.
For Keeping Up with the Kandasamis, I had one of the lead roles. I played Jodie Kandasamy. So the story is about, it's almost like a Romeo and Juliet type of a story, but with a chat with Indian twist to it. So my character falls in love with my co-star Madhushan Singh's character, and our mothers do not want us to be together. So they go through the motions of how they can just separate us in the end. But it's a comedy, so it was a lot of fun.
But Keeping Up with the Kandasamis is not Partipal's first lead role. And this year she achieved one of her career aspirations when she starred in the film Pariah.
This year I had a film premiere at the Cannes Film Festival, so that was very exciting for me. Having a film premiere at the Cannes Film Festival was like one of my top goals, and just by chance it actually happened. What happened is the writer initially wrote the script for an African character, and just by chance she invited me to audition, and they ended up giving me the role, and they ended up changing the character's race completely. So that was really fun, and the film is called Pariah, and it actually just got accepted into Toronto Film Festival as well.
I always wanted to take my mom on holiday to India.
Partipal is also a regular on local TV adverts. And while for most actors these jobs are their mere bread and butter, this actress says she actually loves doing commercials.
The majority of my acting roles that I have done is more art house. I've played a drug dealer, I've played a Brazilian inmate. Everything is so dark. When it comes to commercials, it is always so much fun because you're shooting it in one day. You're doing all these glamorous shots. You're having your hair done, you're having your makeup done. You look beautiful, you're wearing amazing clothes. I love commercials because it is so much fun. When I did the Discovery commercial, I was actually in my element, even though I was wearing like just a vest and shorts and boots, but I was pretending to be hiking. And I love being in the outdoors, so that was so much fun for me. I also did Perfect Touch commercial. That was a lot of fun because I got to dress like very, very sexy. Even the Playboy deodorant commercial was like very executive. Nothing that I actually do for like my proper acting roles. So they are very different. They're very light-hearted.
While Partipal exudes brilliance through her acting, she is also pretty stylish and maintains a much sought-after look.
These shoes, my dad actually bought me these shoes as a gift. He travels to the States quite often. So this jacket I actually bought 2 weeks ago. It's from Sportskin, but this is in fashion now, the bomber jackets in winter, and I love the color because it's so different. The pants is actually from H&M, which is also the new trendy color, the olive color. And yeah, the top is just a crop top from Topshop, I think. Yeah, I love it.
That's it for us right here with Mishka Partipal. I hope you got to know her a little bit better. I'm Nadia Adams, and you're watching Trendz.
Thank you, Nadia. Now, the Red Bull Music Academy has created, collaborated and celebrated the best musical talent from around the world for over 17 years. And now, for the very first time, it's finally Mzansi's turn. The 4-day Red Bull Music Academy Weekender experience is set to take over 7 trendy spots in and around Joburg, featuring over 60 local, African and international acts, all giving you live music, exhibitions, lectures, workshops and so much more. I'm now seated in studio. Digital Maskandi artist Mashaya Book and Capetonian rapper who goes by the name of Youngster. Guys, what's up?
Salute, salute.
I had to be like, don't get the name wrong, get it right. You know what I mean? How you doing, man?
I like it.
How you doing?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having us, guys. Thank you, man. You know,
cool. Fantastic stuff. You guys are part of this amazing weekender experience. Tell us about it. Tell us what you'll be doing. Are you part of just the performances? Will you be doing lectures, workshops? You know, just unpack it all for us.
It's such an awesome experience, man. You know, I've been checking out these online videos of like the Weekender, like overseas and stuff.
Right.
But to just be part of it, it's like a dream come true. Yeah. I'm performing on the 2nd of September at Kitchener.
The lineup that day is absolutely crazy. I don't know how people are going to decide where to go or, you know,
they must come every day.
They
must come every day.
Yes, and actually, from what we've seen, look, the whole weekend, to get a ticket for the whole weekend is actually much more economical and better than, you know, just separating it. And so, Youngster, you are originally from Cape Town.
Indeed.
Have worked with a whole lot of people now and actually come to Joburg as well to come and do your hustle and chase your dream. Tell us how the experience has been. Tell us, you know, who is Youngster?
Well, first and foremost, Youngster CPT is a young guy from Cape Town.
Sure.
Because whenever we speak about Cape Townian hip-hop, we speak about Ready D, we speak about POC, Black Noise, Brassafani Cup.
Sure.
You know, so...
The older generation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm basically bringing in the Y generation, you know, the new voice, the voice of the youth today.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm letting you know what we're into, what we're doing, how we speak, how we dress, etc., etc.
I like how you guys speak.
Thank you. Salute us.
Yeah, and of course, own that.
You know,
own that. You know what I mean? Just because you're in Joburg, that doesn't mean you need to lose any of that. Yeah.
I have to incorporate that in my music so that I can introduce it to the market.
Fantastic. Mashai.
Yeah, mama.
Tell me about this name, man. Like
the name, Mashai Pupe. My dad gave it to me. So in high school, like I was involved in like art stuff. Like I'll write plays, I'll perform them. So I was into all of these weird things that kids, like in the village.
Weird at the time, of course, because then people didn't understand the digital age and, you know, media and creativity in the way that you were doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it was a matter of like trying to identify exactly who are we and what are we into as like South African kids, because we've been programmed that, okay, cool, where I come from, I'm not sure about you, bro, but it's like where I come from, you have to go to school and be a teacher or go to school and be a doctor or something. If you want to do something like that's like on the other hand, it's like, no, you know, there's no security in that, whatever. So I feel like I'm more like that guy when all these kids from the village, when they look at me now, it's like, actually, it's possible.
It is.
You understand?
It is.
So I was that guy.
You followed your truth.
Yes, even in high school. So to see this dream now manifesting and accept or getting all these things, that look at me now, I'm part of this Red Bull thing, bro. I've never imagined that. I always dreaming that one day it's gonna happen, but it's happening, man.
It is happening now. It's your time. My goodness, the lineup. You know, the posters there with Black Coffee, with a Kulura song, with a Moonchild. It's going to be like there's so many people. There's 60 artists.
Actually crazy.
So after you guys perform, like who are you guys going to be, you know, going to learn from, going to listen? You know, Stilo Magolide is there. You know, Pato Ranking from Nigeria is coming.
I see my boy DJ Leg is there.
Yeah. Everybody's there. My goodness. You know what I mean? And it's 4 days. So what are you guys hoping to take away from this experience when you say, you know, you've been watching online the videos of everything that happens and it's just amazing?
Let me dive into this one. I want to absorb.
Yeah.
I want to take as much as I can from watching everyone's performance, you know, because you also get to learn how to conduct yourself, stage presence as well. You see these guys that have big names, you know, and now you want to see, do they match up to that live? You know, because live shows is actually the most important seller for me. Some people are very good live and they can convince you live, you know, and after that you want to go buy the album. So I'm very keen to see everyone in the flesh.
Fantastic.
Cool.
And for you?
For me, man, it's just the energy. It's not even like about like who's playing at what time, and it's just the energy, you know, when you're in Bram, because I'll be playing in Bram, and those are my people. So for me, I'm just looking forward to like, you know, see like beautiful faces, beautiful clothes, beautiful smiles.
Yeah,
you know,
always.
nice,
it's crazy.
Nice
I mean,
pictures.
the venues, it's the baseline, it's Kitcheners, it's Carfax, it's Great Dane, it's One Fox.
Yes,
it's,
man.
you know,
Zone 6.
Zone 6.
That's where I'm going to be
Zone
on the
6,
4th of
right.
September, Zone 6.
That's the
Stick
Sunday
8.
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stick 8.
Like I said, I mean, I looked at Saturday and Sunday, and there's just so much happening this weekend.
Are you coming
I
through?
think...
Wow,
we're on live
cool.
television. I don't want to lie or maybe overcommit and maybe not pitch, you know what I mean? So rather, let's not. But I like this, guys. Your vibe is cool, you know what I mean? And you're just taking South African hip-hop to the next level and, you know, owning your truths and saying, hey, there's so much that we can incorporate because hip-hop is a reflection of life.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean?
True, man.
So who are your inspirations, I mean, when you got into this game? Of course, I mean, you were saying, youngster, that you're now working with the likes of Reason and Dumi and all those guys who've been here and hustling. And for them, actually, it's not even about the hype.
Yeah.
Those are real guys who are doing it because they have the art, the passion, and, you know, they know what's behind their artistry. So for you, Mashaya, who's like...
For me, man, like one person that made me do it, it's Mambu Simhlongo. Yo,
really?
She's so, like, it's not even like a gimmick. I'm not even trying to, like, you understand?
Yeah.
I feel like she's in a good or a better space right now in heaven. And I get all these juices, and I believe it's her just like showering me with all these melodies and stuff.
Fantastic.
It's Mambu Simhlongo that made me do it. But I grew up on Kanye, I grew up on Gucci Mane, I was listening to a lot of, I became that guy now, like trying to find different sounds, and then I stumbled upon Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. And that's my guy right now. He's using auto-tune live and stuff, so I learned a lot from that guy, because my music is more like, I use a lot of auto-tune, but I still sing in Zulu and stuff. So those are the people that inspired me to do it. Yes, man.
Great stuff, guys. So your Twitter, Instagram handles, let's tell people so that they can get a hold of you.
Where's my camera? This one.
That's right.
Cool. King again. Okay, we're on SABC. Yeah, we live on SABC. You can find me on Twitter at @mashapuka_ZA. Same thing with Instagram and Facebook.
Give youngster a turn.
That's mine, man. You might as well give him your social security number. Okay, look here. It's very simple with me. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Youngster CPT. Google Youngster CPT. For the rest of the world, Youngster CPT. Capstack.
Thank you so very much, guys. I mean, I am styling.
My goodness.
I think these are going home with me. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
You've been jacked.
Hey, I want to be a cool kid too. It's allowed. Now, New York-based artist Shirin Neshat is exhibiting a first-ever solo exhibition of video installations and photographic work at the Goodman Gallery. Now, the exhibition is titled Dreamers, and her works are part of a trilogy of video installations that explore the world of women's dreams. Have a look.
Captured in black and white, Shirin Neshat's video installations on the walls of the Goodman Gallery tell a story of two women, Roger and Sarah, from different worlds who share similar life experiences. It is through Roger's dreams that the anguish women go through in their daily lives is played out. We see the female character that is in between the boundary of dreams and reality. Being from the Middle East, Roger is torn between two different cultures, the West and the Middle East. For Sarah, the dreams are slightly different, but the pain women go through is still the same. This video installation, The Dreamers, takes us to a forest that has been ravaged by war. Curator Matthew Krause explains the significance of this exhibition.
Dreamers is the first solo exhibition by the very famous Iranian artist Shirin Neshat, who lives in New York and who has an international career. She is known as a portrait artist, although her portraiture doesn't only exist in two dimensions in the photographic medium, but she also is renowned as a filmmaker. She's made some feature films, and she's renowned first and foremost as a video or art film artist. She has made a triptych, which is a three-part work devoted to portraits of women.
The installations are also based on Neshati's own dreams. They address the artist's fears of strangers, foreign land, and the desire to reunite with her home, especially her mother. Her art seeks to search for a voice beyond time and place by creating space for a story that doesn't exist in the existing conscious, one that is feminine, Middle Eastern, and complex. The exhibition will end on the 14th of September.
Nice one. So I've just had a great chat with the guys, and if you are looking forward to seeing a little bit and find out who Youngster is, catch him at the Red Bull Music Academy weekend, and next weekend he'll be at Zone 6 on the 4th, and he's here. He's about to do a track called I Don't Know. Take it away.
Yeah. A lot of people ask me questions, you know. Why question mark Jen? Get this mic going, son. Ganja Beats, why did you do this? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Will I make it with this rapping and all of these rappers? Is it even possible? I got a flow, that's why I stand out and these rappers stand up. Their music is comical. Horrible, I hope you don't write them. Who's your ghostwriter? Really, I don't wanna know. I'm honorable, as for the rest of you, are you transsexuals? I don't know. You in a hospital, will you survive if they op on you? I don't know. Cause they took a shot at you, cops had some questions, my answer was my alibi, I was in tropical weather with a model and I told her drop it low. She pregnant, but I used a condom though, so who's the father though? I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. Check it out. I don't know why. I don't know. When did my rap start becoming so dangerous, so diabolical? Every time that I open my mouth, I'ma make you uncomfortable. This is illogical. I overcame every hurdle and obstacle. The reason I did, only God will know. Will I go to hell, only heaven? No, I don't know. When I became such an animal, became somebody that I don't know. I am phenomenal. What is your talent though? I don't know. You hold me responsible. What does my conscience say? I don't know. But how could you trust in a rapper though? Why you so gullible? I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Why, Jen? I don't know. I am one with the ghetto. I swear though, it's so geological. People are saying, we proud of you. I'm saying what I do. I don't know. I need my vitamins, I need my minerals. Gotta stay healthy, it's vital too. But ganja, yo, where is the ganja? He's telling me, I don't know. I'm undeniable. Your sound does not work. Will somebody hire you? I don't know. I just fired you. I am not buying you. Where did they find this brew? I don't know. Cause I do some magic when I'm on the track and I feel like I'm dynamo. Why you wearing those kinds of clothes? Is it the real? Is it fake? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know.
Imali ekolo ingane ithule. Somewhere is this a trouser? Yeah. Okay, no, let's put it down.
Can I see the pictures out on there? So that I
Yeah,
can know
like where
who's
did you
the
guys source that picture?
from us?
From you? Where did you
Yeah,
guys take
that
that picture?
one
Turbine.
we had from.
I don't know if there is there a picture? Welcome back. You're watching Trends, and thank you to Youngster for that fantastic performance. Now, Doctors Without Borders is hosting a fundraising event titled On the Move, aimed at highlighting and creating awareness of the plight of refugees and internationally displaced people in Africa and the globe by encouraging conversations, very necessary conversations, around humanitarian care for refugees. Now, the event is supported by various forms of artworks, fashion and performances, all taking place at the Turbine Hall in Johannesburg on the 2nd of September. I'm now here with the Donor Development Coordinator, Ms. Kwanele Ndlovu, and visual artist Zanele Mashinini. And welcome to Trends, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure having you here. So I think I'm going to start with you, Kwanele. Just tell us what people can expect with On the Move.
It's going to be an incredible event. So it's going to be held at Turbine Hall. And it's an interactive experience. It's not your average boring sit-down dinner. So people from the moment they walk in will be able to experience the on-the-move journey. As you know, we have about 60 million displaced people globally who are refugees. So from the moment you walk in, you'll be able to see the artwork of Gordon Froud, and then you'll be ushered upstairs where you'll get to meet some of our sheroes and heroes who actually work in the field.
Wow.
And then we'll have a fashion show presented by Kisua, a brand that works and sources materials from all over Africa. And we will experience food from all over the world, not all over the world, but from different regions, such as the Mediterranean, Syria, and South Africa. And last but not least, you'll get to have a show from Yuma Segela.
Oh, fantastic. Zanele, you're an artist. Tell us a bit about your work.
My work is mainly about hybridity and therefore self-representation within that. So with this Doctors Without Borders, it was in line with my kind of work because they're essentially hybrid doctors. They work with people from different walks of life and different geographical spaces. So it kind of does morph into my work, and yeah.
Fantastic. My goodness. Such great work. And you're a visual artist.
Yes.
And you didn't graduate that long ago, actually. And just how is your experience? I mean, as, you know, an emerging artist trying to make her name in this world, the art world.
It's great. It's great, I must say. It's all about lurching on and seizing the opportunities, seizing the moment. So I'm very hands-on. I'm very hungry for it. So as far as I can say, it's all about where you stretch yourself and how far you stretch yourself. So
fantastic.
It's amazing.
Kwanele, of course, we know, you know, the amazing work, the far-reaching work that Doctors Without Borders does. And I mean, the concept to have, you know, such a serious issue. I mean, refugee numbers all over the world are more and more every year, which is very alarming as well. And just why then fusing it with the art world and media and fashion, where people might say, no, but you're taking away maybe the seriousness of the issue?
That's a very good question. So when we conceptualize this event, we thought about the fact that art actually does present a message, and Zanele can add to that, in a way that is understandable and palatable, and it expresses what is happening in society. And I'm not sure if I mentioned earlier that it is a fundraiser, that this artwork will be available on auction and for sale, because we plan to raise about $1 million on that night, which will go towards our emergency fund, and also towards the work we're doing currently in Nigeria. So it is a way of presenting a message and marrying our work with the work of art.
Okay, wow. All right, and some of the, you mentioned Kisua, that they will be, are they the only fashion brand that will be exhibiting?
As far as fashion brand, yes. However, we're going to have artists like Gordon Froud, Zanele Mashinini, who's here with me. And of course, this event would not have been possible were it not for the generous donation that we received from Event Alchemy, who's actually sponsoring the whole event. And it's an opportunity to network with the who's of Joburg.
Okay. Zanele, what do you hope, to take away from this? And as we've just heard from Kwanele that it'll be a networking experience. And you're in this room with such great people who are for the humanitarian efforts in the world throughout, you know what I mean? So for you, what does it mean as an artist, a young emerging artist, even at that?
It definitely adds on to my commentary as an artist. Being informed kind of stretches how far you take your artwork and my content. So to be in line with people like doctors, scientists as well, it's going to really broaden the avenue for me.
Sure.
I'm pretty excited about it, and I just look forward to the future.
Sure. So far, though, we're seeing some of your works on screen. They're absolutely amazing. So what kind of themes do you tackle in your pieces and your artistry?
Just being a hybrid. Being a hybrid is so broad. I think that's why I just took being a hybrid, and I keep funneling it down as I go. There's pressing issues that come up every now and then. Particularly here, I'm dealing with the refugee children awaiting vaccination. And to me, it's all about what is really pressing at that time. But however, in between that, it's all about geographical spaces, cultural background, and how we have kind of formed into each other, we morphed into each other, and how each other's cultures intervene in our representation.
Right. Kwanele, you mentioned the work being done in Nigeria. Could you just elaborate a little bit more on that?
So currently there's a malnutrition crisis in northern part of Nigeria, and so WIS Doctors Without Borders are involved in emergency care, and so that's why we're involved in raising funds through this event.
Okay, sure. And with regards to people who maybe want to be at the event, who want to find out more, let us know where on social media or a website they can even donate, maybe?
Absolutely. And just to add on the donation part, our donations in South Africa, we have about 25,000 individual donors who can donate from even 75 rands a month. And so as far as the event, we look forward to seeing you there. You can get in touch with me. My phone number is 073-682-8748, or you can book on www.msf.org.za/on-the-move. We look forward to seeing you there.
Fantastic. Okay, that telephone number, I suppose if anybody would want it, they can just get in touch with the Trendz team and just email or tweet even, and they will then be able to give them your details. Fantastic. But the website, www.msf.org.za/on-the-move. Fantastic name, fantastic, serious, but there's so many connotations as well to that, because it is a case of being on the move and also getting from where the crisis is currently in the world to the next place, a better place, we do hope. Thank you so very much, ladies. Fantastic work, Zanele. And thank you very much to you too, Kwanele.
Thank you so much.
All right. Sure. And from one, humanitarian kind of cause to another one, where a clinic in New York City is using art to create awareness about the dangers of the Zika fever, an illness caused by the Zika virus. Now, the clinic has hired Sean Crawford, an artist who created an art gallery in its premises to create illustrations that will be eventually made into an educational brochure to raise awareness about this very serious disease. Have a look.
A picture's worth 1,000 words, or at least that's the philosophy behind a New York City clinic that's creating Zika-inspired art, which will help raise awareness about the virus. A unique combination of an art gallery and a pediatrics clinic, a creation by Sean Crawford, an artist hired by the clinic to create illustrations that will later be turned into an educational brochure.
Well, I decided to draw the mosquitoes today, and make them a little more aggressive than my drawings usually are that I do here, just so the kids, when they do color them, that they get that in their mind that these mosquitoes are bad, you know? So when they walk away from here, that they just have that in the buried in the back of their head, you know? Like they're having fun, but they're learning a little something at the same time.
While the sketches gained popularity with the clinic's toddlers' patients, the aim is to help raise curiosity of their parents. A week ago, health officials announced that about 483 people in New York City contracted the Zika virus, which included 49 pregnant women.
I feel like our media these days has been inundated with information about Zika. Once again, that information comes in the form of verbal or written informational material. When you put an image with something like Zika in particular, it opens people's eyes like, oh, I never realized that. No matter how much I heard about Zika, I never realized.
Even though the mosquitoes in Crawford's sketches are harmless, their message is loud and clear. Zika is a viable threat.
Wow, fantastic concept indeed, because art teaching people about a very, very necessary and important disease. Now, moving on to Ghana, Accra hosted the 6th edition of the Chalewart Street Festival this past weekend. It's a platform that brings together music, art, theatre and dance and features over 2,000 artists showing a wide array of mediums of projects on the streets of Ghana's capital.
Organizers say there were thousands of visitors at this year's Chalewart Street Festival, one of the highest turnouts since the inception of what is seen as Accra's Feast of Alternative Art and Culture. More than 200 artists from Ghana and beyond participated in the event. The streets were transformed into a gallery of sorts as everyone from painters, graffiti artists, designers and performers became part of the public environment. The theme, Spirit Robot, challenged participants to create a new encounter with reality that encouraged absolute freeness. Chalewart, which means man let's go in the Ga language, is put together by a collaboration of art collectives including Accra Dot and the Foundation for Contemporary Art of Ghana.
It's liberation theory that is practiced through art. It's also liberation theory that produces alternative knowledge, you know, and we do it through ways that we can develop to circumvent oppressive mechanical structures, really. That's what it's about.
A street procession of zombies was led by a man carrying a doll covered in red paint to represent blood. Artists behind the display say it was a metaphor of how politicians use a helpless public as a sacrifice to get what they want. The event was also a chance for artists to exhibit and sell their work to a large audience. Many Ghanaian artists find it difficult to showcase their work because of lack of funds and struggle to get exposure.
Artists within this space are creating opportunities for themselves. The festival is creating opportunities for them to be mobile. You know, we know how difficult it is for African artists, just Africans, to be mobile, period.
Organizers say the festival creates its own little economy, giving people the opportunity to be surrounded with everything from music, food, painting, graffiti, artifacts and crafts, and creating a long-term interest in the arts. Many of the Ghanaian visitors said the variety and talent on the show at the event was a sense of pride.
This festival, it brings a lot of people together. It puts about culture. As you can see, there are a whole lot of different people from here. We have people traveling all the way from US to come and watch this program.
Chalewart was first held in 2011, and it's do-it-yourself projects that encourage visitors to get involved in the activities like painting and modeling are seen as one of its main draws.
Meanwhile, a 16-year-old disabled Afghan girl who learned how to sketch with her mouth less than 2 years ago is not letting her disability stop her dreams of becoming an artist. Robaba Muhammadi specializes in wildlife pencil sketches as well as portraits. She also loves drawing people who are always smiling.
پیش از که من نقاشی را آغاز کنم خیلی ناامید بودم و
Before I started drawing, I was hopeless, and when my sisters and brothers were going to school, I always said to myself, see, they're younger than me, but they've gained lots of knowledge, such as writing and studying, but me, I'm not even able to write my own name. I was so depressed, I was crying 2 or 3 times a day.
اصلا حتی نام خود را نوشته کردن نمیتونم بسیار زیاده حتی روزهایی بود که من 2-3 بار گریه میکردم.
Robaba was born without the use of some of her body parts. The disability has prevented her from attending school, but that did not stop her from picking up a new hobby. And one day, she hopes to show her work at an Islamic museum in Toronto. A reason why some of her favorite people to sketch are Canadian politicians.
Wow, amazing, amazing art. Nothing can stop you if you're determined. But now, it's time to get a taste of the fusion of traditional Zulu and trap sound that Mashaya Buke calls digital maskanti. He let me be a cool kid for 2 seconds. Well, here he is, and this is what you can expect from him next week at the Red Bull Weekend Festival. He's performing after the break. Be sure to come back. It's him. Okay.
There it goes. Happy socks. I'm happy, bro. Yeah. Are we on? No. Okay. Yeah. What? No. What? Skr. Okay, turn it. Just a little bit. Just turn it down a little bit. Too loud.
Sengivumela mathuba lemfundo wakhala uswazi esedoja usifundo ngacela ubaba ukuthi amthumele.
Yeah. Turn it down a little bit. It's too Turn it down a little bit. Up. Turn it down a little bit.
Imali eqolo ingane ithule imvula isanina kancane ithule odakalani banyanyile ye ithule bayangiziba mabengona ye ithule sengivumela mathuba lemfundo wakhala uswazi esedoja usifundo ngacela ubaba ukuthi amthumele eGoli avakashe umfowethu abona impilo kepha ngeke ngize ngivume ngoba ngeke kulunge eGoli kukude sengihlalane nokubo imodeli lipheka lingibakele lobulo ye laselbaseleka maliboni Twitter vela luthi hey Twitter vela luthi no sugar lumuthi hey ngihlintombe ngathi isikhathi sodwa ngumthi hey noma ungathini mfana ngishoye wathi izinto uyomaziyo umashaya buke uyomaziyo inkosi yakho lena iyo yaziyo awuhlonipha mfana wahlonipha mfana ngumbuzo madala isimanga phela lesi isimanga Yeah, imali ekolo hingane. Imvula isanina kancane. Odakala nibanyanyile bo. Yeah, bayangiziba mabengonayo. Sekapatane pepa klabuna mabedi. Mama sengwenyi leveli obubedi. Titizi housekeeping mayenza ibedi. Kitishia lenga sisutati deshi. Dana bantu ozalana nalidola. Uma babuzi seskophona ngifuni kola. Ithonedo ugodoba silidola. Ujayen pimeti shama vineki. Zokushiya kona nabafana mashawa ifomo. Tombazana ubheke angisisi sidomu. King Vela bahleke wahamba umfazi wakho. Amazinyo mhlophe ngathi I made African notes. I think I need a Grammy. Yeah.
Nice one, guy. That's Mashaya. Catch him at the Red Bull Weekend Experience next weekend. And now, dance is being celebrated in distinctive ways in Durban. Jomba 2016 has brought together some of the world's most gifted and profound movers and shakers.
The energy, palpable. Masters of movement, arousing and inspiring.
And how in the back of her.
Opening night, a duet created by Mamaza, a Swiss company, filling this reflecting stage space with versions or echoes of themselves. Outside the theatre, France's Ex Nihilo, offering site-specific performances.
The performance is talking about, people who are living in the streets and how they, in a way, they adapt throughout all the elements of the street, the wall, the trottoir, the pavements.
Jomba 2016 is hosted by the University of KwaZulu-Natal Centre for Creative Arts.
This year we've got an incredible collaboration between 3 African women artists, one from South Africa, Desiree Davids, Gabi Saranufi from Madagascar, and Edna Jain from Mozambique. And it's about the difficulty of Africans finding a way to connect these 3 women have.
As much as there is growth, there are many challenges that need audience development. And if this festival will manage to make something in that regard, then we will say we have achieved our goal.
The dance festival runs until the 4th of September. Blaine Herman, SABC News, Durban.
And well, yesterday marked the release of her first EP titled Tafego. Now, you might remember her for her smooth vocals on DJ Shimza's club banger, Friends with Benefits, which she performed here for us last year, or even On My Life on the album Rapper 2 mixtape by Fortune. But now BK has come out strong as a female MC. I'm loving the name. And apparently, Tafego is a dedication to your dad.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Take it away, girl.
Thank you.
Baby, you can ride with me, only if you finna be my class shorty. Don't need no boy when it comes to touching my body. Need the kind of man who'll kill or die for me. He said, you know you're feeling me, girl, you know that. You know you want this, girl, you know that. I'm that, don't you front like you don't know that. Anything you want, girl, I'm all that. I've been thinking of giving it up, yeah. But first I gotta know, is you with me like real, cause I got it bad like, oh boy. I'm not in love, nah. But in case that may happen, need to know that you got my back, maybe feel the same, boy. When you pull me close, send shivers down my spine, I need to know that you're mine. Are we official? Cause we know dirty secret. Let's know. Ain't a ballerina, ain't a battle tipso, cause I'm ready. Take it real slow. Ain't no need to rush, I put it on you like, whoa. Hey yo, untamed primate. Yeah, I know I'm worth the wait. I'm an upgrade from your ex-girl. I'm red velvet, uptown cake. Baby, you can ride with me, only if you finna be my class shorty. Don't need no boy when it comes to touching my body. Need the kind of man who'll kill or die for me. He said, you know you're feeling me, girl, you know that. You know you want this, girl, girl, you know that I'm that. Don't you front like you don't know that. Anything you want, yo, I'm on that. Steady and steady in motion. You got me feeling like, oh shh. I'm so high in that cloud nine, that blunt got me so open. Hold up, you joking. Don't say snakes when I see them texts from your old flings. Them thirsty women try and navigate the way your D swings. One bamba my shoulder, one crush on my hips, skip a scotch, Miss Balu 7 young cars. I double tap my selfies and like the way my lips pout. Got your mind thinking, do I swallow, do I spit out? Fantasies about the kitchen counter or your sleep couch. Got your fluff face looking like you're down some milk stout. Aw, damn daddy. As a bump, my queen, you're stuffing. Dinner's ready, kitchen. So paga suta, baby, pata, pata, tata, tata, gon' get opportunity given, so grab it. You don't get too many chances. Let's order junk and get drunk till we wonder where our day went. Romance of a bromance, so don't tell me about your friends, I'm ready. Take it real slow. Ain't no need to rush, I put it on you like, whoa. Hey yo, untamed primate. Yeah, I know I'm worth the wait. I'm an upgrade from your ex-girl, Red Velvet, Uptown K. Baby, you can ride with me. Only if you finna be my class shorty. Don't need no boy when it comes to touching my body. Neither kind of man who'll kill or die for me. You said you know you're feeling me.